Julia, could you tell me something about yourself? The question that will definitely pop up during your final interview or even during your entire recruitment process. Whenever you're gonna get in contact with the recruitment team, they will ask you the question, tell me something about yourself. And usually when you go on other YouTube channels, people will be telling you, stay over here on my YouTube channel because I'm gonna tell you, or stay until the last minute of this video because you are on the best YouTube channel where I'm gonna tell you how to answer this question and nail the interview. Well, what I'm gonna tell you is just make sure that you're subscribed on my YouTube channel, because if you follow my advices, my tips and tricks, my knowledge, my experience, you name it, the way you want it, you're definitely gonna become a cabin crew for the airline that you are applying for and that you are wishing for. For the simple reason is I was a cabin crew for Qatar Airways for 10 years. I've resigned from the last work position of a cabin service director. I was a brand ambassador, and I'm also studying master program studies at the university in Berlin related to aviation management. So I think one of the strongest reasons why you're supposed to stay on this YouTube channel is the testimonials and so many feedbacks out there available on my Instagram account, xcrew, which is right here, of people crashing the interviews by watching all my long videos, how to answer the questions, how to answer cabin crew interview questions. Down there, the link of the playlist where I have given you an idea of 200 plus possible questions that the recruiters are asking you during your open day, assessment day, and final interview. And due to this pandemic time and due to the airlines unfortunately not hiring, we have a lot of time to go through those questions again and again and dedicate to those questions separate videos. So in this video we're gonna talk about how to answer the question, tell me something about yourself, and nail that interview, crash that interview, again, you name it, the way you want it. My final goal over here is not only securing you a job at 40,000 feet, I'm also striving and aiming you to give you advices on how to sustain in the aviation industry, progress in your career. Last but not the least, I do hope that this video will make sense to you, so let's start. First and foremost, congratulations to everyone when you will be getting this question on telling something about yourself, because this is the perfect time to actually draw and picture yourself in front of the recruitment team as the perfect candidate for the job role called cabin crew. So let's go step by step and formulate or give you an idea what are the things that you should pay attention when you will be answering this question. Most importantly, do not worry if you have a work experience or you don't have a work experience. At the end of the day, if you do not have a work experience, then your educational background is your strength, because since you have been coming to a point to reach the final interview, your CV has been selected to attend that open day, then definitely there is something that the recruitment team likes you, your CV has been selected, you have gotten the invitation, or even if you have not gotten the invitation, you're just going for that open day. Please bear in mind one thing that I'm gonna tell you over here. You have something special about you, and you have to find that thing that is special about you. Your desire to become a cabin crew has got you to where you want to be, to stand in front of the recruitment team, to be that person who's going to tell something about themselves, yourself. And this is the right time for you to succeed. And don't worry, you can do that. You just have to start believing in yourself, because I believe in you. You will be formulating the answer about telling about yourself in front of the recruitment team. There are a few elements you should pay attention to when you will be speaking. The number one thing, if you are somebody who has an educational background related to customer service experience, work experience background related to customer service experience, irrespective, in both cases you want to start with your educational background, you think that's your strength, or your work experience is your strength, you have to tell to the recruitment and you have to start formulating your sentence by why you have chosen to work for that company, as I said, for your work experience, or why you have chosen your major, your educational background as a major, as something to study for. It is very important to present to the recruitment team that even once upon a time, coming to the decision-making process of working somewhere or studying somewhere, you had a reason why you did that, and that reason it will be pretty much benefit, or it could be pretty much needed over here to be connected to the current cabin crew role. Further on I'm gonna give you an example of how you actually can do that, but it is very important again to highlight why you have chosen to work somewhere where you have been working or to study somewhere where you have been studying. And if you do not have a work experience and you do not have an educational background that is part of your key skills or your strengths, then perhaps unfortunately you're gonna have to look for a way either to gain work experience or either to gain some degree which later on will be that key skill, that strength that will help you to present yourself in front of the recruitment team as a strong candidate for the job role called cabin crew. Also, I do recommend over here, beside work experience, beside studying, you can also sign up for some coaching classes, and the one and only coaching person I trust in my life is definitely Nidhi Belani. Please do subscribe on her webinars, follow her website. The description below this video is her website. So we have clarified the first aspect of your way of how you should formulate the answer about the question. Tell me about yourself. Very important part of your question, of your answer actually is coming, and in this part of your answer it will be so much preferred if you show your ambition, if you show your leadership skills. Remember, in all my 4 videos right here I spoke about the leadership skills. I told you and I have explained to you why it will be needed in the airline that candidates do possess certain leadership skills. What are the leadership skills that the recruiters are looking for? Now in this answer and in this part of your answer, the recruitment will be able to see whether you possess leadership skills, how is your ambition. And now later on in the answer of the question I'm gonna give you an idea, but it is very important that you focus on your knowledge about leadership skills related to the job role called cabin crew. As I have said, the videos are below this video. I gave you the playlist where you can just click and have a look on that. I hope those will make sense to you. Actually, I know that they will make sense to you because they are very, very important for the job role called cabin crew, and you possessing and presenting those skills while you will be answering this question, you're gonna be a serious candidate for this job. Last part of your answer will be definitely why you are applying for the job role called cabin crew. What is the thing that you are able to do? How you gonna fit in the job role called cabin crew? Do you have any plan? Remember long ago at the beginning of my YouTube channel, I spoke to you about your vision, your mission. It is very important that the recruitment team sees over there that you have a plan on how you're gonna fit in the airline. Last but not least, you have a plan how to stay and grow in the airline. That will also present you as a serious candidate who's actually a promising candidate that can contribute towards a bigger success of the current one that the airline has. I think that it's so obvious that I'm supposed to tell you, please don't say that you hated school, don't say that you didn't like school, don't say that you don't know why you have chosen to study there or to study in your school, or you don't know why you have chosen to work for your company, the previous company that you have been working. So please don't talk about the classes you have failed. If there is something you have failed during your education or during your work experience, and we all have been failing, it's part of our life, but in this scenario, and in this case, when we will be talking about our achievements and what we have been through as in terms of success, previous success, to present ourselves that outstanding candidate, we should not be mentioning that. Here is how your first part of your answer for this question should look like. Julia, thank you so much for asking me this question, and thank you so much for being interested in me. Well, I graduated last year my bachelor degree in aviation engineering, and the reason why I chose my major is actually I live next to the airport, so since childhood itself, whenever I have been seeing and admiring were the aircrafts, the takeoffs and landings. I used to hear a takeoff and landing, and I used to run outside and see that aircraft taking off and landing, and it's an amazing experience, and that is actually how my desire to study aviation engineering was born. Later, when I started traveling with my parents and going for those vacations, I was really enjoying the flights, interacting with the cabin crew, and that is where the entire desire to become a cabin crew also was born. So everything about aviation, aircrafts is something that I truly wake up every day, and I cannot imagine my day not being surrounded with the subject called aviation and with the subject called cabin crew. You just presented yourself as a strong candidate who knows so much about aircrafts, who has a degree in aviation engineering, who has that passion for flying, who knows about the cabin crew job, who admires the cabin crew because you have been a cabin crew, you have been a passenger on board a flight and you've observed what the cabin crew were doing, irrespective that you don't have a work experience, but you're somebody who definitely grabs the attention of the recruiters. And if you do not have a degree in aviation engineering, or in criminology like me, or in hotel management, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because you have a reason why you have chosen your major. You have a reason why you have been studying something. Just present your desire, present your reason why you have been studying the thing that you were studying, and connect that with the love for the cabin crew role. Perhaps you were a nurse, you were helping people, so that is how you developed the sense to be a cabin crew. You've seen the cabin crew on board the aircraft, how they help other people. But don't be stressed about the reason, because you have it. You just have to look for it, think about it, sit and analyze. Remember, analyzing data, you have the data inside yourself. You just have to, as I said, sit down and analyze the data. Let's go to the second part of your answer for this question, and let's see how it should sound. As an enthusiastic, hardworking and loyal person, I was part of the student council during my studies at the university in aviation engineering, and in fact I was part of a lot of students project where together with the other students we have straightened up our teamwork, and that is the time actually we have learned how teamwork can be successful and can contribute towards the success and achieving that goal at the end of every project that we were doing. Also, during my studies, I was volunteering in the cafeteria. Lots of students from my batch were participating and were volunteering in the cafeteria, where on daily basis we prepare coffee for the students and for the professors that were coming to the cafeteria. And let me tell you a joke, I've learned how to make the best coffee. All my friends back home want to hang out with me because I've learned how to make a coffee, and they're like so amazed. And I enjoy it actually. I enjoy bringing smile to people, knowing that I have done something good and they have liked it. Now, this is an answer that will definitely wow the recruitment team. Now you've got the attention of the recruitment team. Just make sure you stay on the track to be remembered, to be that outstanding candidate that I'm striving for over here on my YouTube channel. We're going to the last part where you're gonna tell to the recruiters now how everything that we have spoken about previously you're gonna transfer to your cabin crew role. I do believe that I possess an outgoing personality and that I possess strong interpersonal skills. Therefore, I do believe that what I have learned in my university in the aviation engineering, what I have gained as an experience working in all those different projects related to teamwork, and I do also believe that my leadership skills can contribute me and in becoming a valid member of your cabin crew team. We are going to work on sustainability of your success that you have. I do know that your airline has won 5 times as the best airline in the world, but let me tell you something, I have a plan, and I'm planning that together with your cabin crew team we are going to be winning in the category of becoming best cabin crew in the world as well. Period. You've nailed it. Tell me about yourself. Your question is perfectly answered. You are remembered. Why? Because you were able to grab the attention of the recruiters. Although you're not somebody who has a work experience, let's say in a hotel, you don't have a work experience in aviation. If you do have a work experience in hotel, in aviation as a flight attendant, this is also important to be able to present it in this way when you will be speaking to the recruiters, because you are going to be remembered. Remember, catch that thing that once upon a time during your work experience make people feeling special. What you have done. Usually we talk about general terms in a way, I'm hardworking, I'm loyal, and I'm enthusiastic. But how hardworking you are? In the example that I have given you of somebody who has been a student, obviously volunteering in the cafeteria and preparing coffee for the students and the professors is showing up that this person is a hardworking person. This person is not losing time in doing nothing. They're looking for a way basically to please people, but no, to create smiles, to create positive energy. That now that person that I have given the example said that I make the best coffee and all my friends love to be with me because I've learned how to make the best coffee. She or he presented a skill. and that skill is called desire to learn. Remember, in many of my videos I spoke to you that the recruiters are actually looking for learners, people who will not be hesitating to learn new things. Thank you so much for watching this video. Last but not least, don't forget to click subscribe, hit that notification button, because many videos are coming, separate videos in which I'm telling you how to answer the questions, giving you an idea how to answer the questions. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm responsibly stating this, when the recruitment process resumes, everyone that has watched this video will be a remembered candidate for the job role called cabin crew. Bye bye and have a nice day.